everybody, and welcome to day 10 of our daily reading of the New Testament. We're currently in the book of Matthew, and we are in chapter 11 today. And I'm sure some of you who check out this video kind of wondering what's going on with my room here. So I am soldering in the United States Army, and I am currently out of the country in a deployed environment. So as you can see, that's my TRX band right there on the door, and then that is my runner's belt that I put my phone in whenever I'm going to go for a run, and then my trusty hat. Alright, so just in case you're wondering where is he and what's he doing, so that's the answer for that. So alright, so let's talk about John chapter 11. I'm sorry, not John chapter 11, Matthew chapter 11. The first part talks about John's questions for Jesus, and then it goes into unrepentant cities, and then it goes into rest for the heavy laden. For those of you that have been following along, you know that we're in the King James Version. For those of you who haven't been following along, now you know. So if you're using a different version, that's fine. Just know it's going to be like going to a church where the pastor pulls out a version of the Bible that you don't currently have with you. It's going to be a little bit different, but the gist of it is the same. If you do not have a King James Version Bible and you would like to buy one, I do have a link down in my Amazon affiliate link that will take you to Amazon, and then you can browse for King James Bible there if you like. So without further ado, we'll get into this, and beforehand, I do want to say thank you everyone who is watching the videos. I appreciate it so very much. It's nice to know that you all are out there and that I am hopefully having some sort of an impact on you guys. So alright, let's do this. Alright, so John's questions for Jesus. And it came to pass, when Jesus had made an end of commanding his 12 disciples, he departed thence to teach and to preach in their cities. Now when John had heard in the prison the works of Christ, he sent 2 of his disciples, and said unto him, Art thou he that should come, or do we look for another? And Jesus answered and said unto them, Go and show John again those things which ye do hear and see. The blind receive their sight, and the lame walk, and lepers are cleansed, and the deaf hear, and the dead are raised up, and the poor have the gospel preached to them. And blessed is he whosoever shall not be offended in me. So what he's talking about in that is there was actually some of the groups of Pharisees and Sadducees and such were trying to kind of pit John against Jesus Christ, and that's why Jesus was saying, whosoever, blessed is he whosoever shall not be offended in me, and basically accept him. So there's a lot of things that can be read into that with a little bit of study and a good study Bible, but it's pretty interesting. Even though Jesus' mother and John's mother were very good friends. So, alright. And as they departed, Jesus began to say unto the multitudes concerning John, What went ye out into the wilderness to see? A reed shaken with the wind? But what went ye out to see? A man clothed in soft raiment? Behold, they that wear soft clothing are in kings' houses. But what went ye out for to see? A prophet? Yea, I say unto you, and more than a prophet. For this is he of whom it is written, Behold, I shall send a messenger before thy face, which shall prepare thy way before thee. Verily I say unto you, among them that are born of women here hath not risen a greater than John the Baptist, notwithstanding that he is least in the kingdom of heaven is greater than he. And from the days of John the Baptist until now, the kingdom of heaven suffereth violence, and the violent take it by force. For all the prophets and the law prophesied until John. And if ye will receive it, this is Elias, which was to come. He that hath ears to hear, let him hear. But whereunto shall I liken this generation? It is unto like children, sitting in the markets, and calling unto their fellows, and saying, We have piped unto you, and ye have not danced. We have mourned unto you, and ye have not lamented. For John came neither eating nor drinking, and they say, He hath a devil. The Son of Man came eating and drinking, and they said, Behold, a man gluttonous, and a winebibber, a friend of publicans and sinners, but wisdom is justified of her children. Going into the next topic, which is unrepentant cities, and that's verses 21 through 24. Then began he to upbraid the cities wherein most of his mighty works were done, because they repented not. Woe unto thee, Chorazin! Woe unto thee, Bethsaida! For if the mighty works which were done in you had been done in Tyre and Sidon, they would have repented long ago in sackcloth and ashes. But I say unto you, it shall be more tolerable for Tyre and Sidon at the day of judgment than for you. And thou, Capernaum, which art exalted unto heaven, shalt be brought down to hell. For if the mighty works which have been done in thee had been done in Sodom, it would have remained until this day. But I say unto you, that it shall be more tolerable for the land of Sodom in the day of judgment than for thee. And the last section, which is verses 25 through 30, is rest for the heavy laden. And at that time Jesus answered and said, I thank thee, O Father, Lord of heaven and earth, because thou hast hid these things from the wise and prudent, and hast revealed them unto babes. Even so, Father, for it seemed good in thy sight. All things are delivered unto me of my Father, and no man knoweth the Son but the Father. Neither knoweth any man the Father save the Son, and he to whomsoever the Son will reveal him. Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you, and learn of me, for I am meek and lowly in heart, and ye shall find rest unto your souls. For my yoke is easy, and my burden is light. So that concludes chapter 11 of Matthew. We thank you so very much for hanging by with us for these 7 minutes and so many seconds as of right now. If you like what we're doing, if you're on YouTube, definitely give us a thumbs up, smash that like button, and of course to subscribe. If you want to subscribe, that would be amazing. And then of course the little bell that's in one of the corners next to the subscribe. If you click that, what that does is that alerts you to any new videos that we would upload. So once again, thanks so much for watching. We appreciate all of your support, all of your prayers as we go through this. Here again, we're not a professional, we're not a pastor. We're just a disciple of Christ trying to share the power of faith. Thanks. Have a great day.